Hello, dear viewers and subscribers. Thanks and welcome again to Maxi Service YouTube channel. Dear viewers, before moving forward, let's recap what we covered in our previous session. It's a definition. Azure Virtual Network is a service that provides the fundamental building block for your private network in Azure. An instance of the service, a virtual network, enables many types of Azure resources to securely communicate with each other. The internet and on-premises networks. These Azure resources include virtual machines as well. Today's our topic is to configure virtual network access. Sorry, configuring network access. Actually, this module requires sandbox to complete. You have used, uh, and also there are 10 attempts to utilize this sandbox. In this exercise, I'm going to present you. Okay. First, we need to active sandbox. Then we can do this kind of exercise. Okay. In this exercise, you configure the access to the virtual machine you created earlier in the uh, last session. I guess that was part 8 or 9. You can review and you can watch again how to create virtual machine. We have covered all of this. Even though there are a number of ways with which we can configure and create Azure resources with CLI, PowerShell, and management tool. In this series, we are presenting by CLI or PowerShell. Okay. Okay. Important to know that Microsoft Sandbox should still be running. If the sandbox timeout, you will need to redo the previous exercise. You will be not able to utilize again what you have created, even though some groups, virtual machine, whatever is. Okay, so let's start the exercise and let's see how we can configure our network, how we can create some virtual machines if there is not available, how we can connect to that virtual machine, and how we can view an HTML page deployed on that virtual machine. All of this we have done in part 8 or 9, create virtual machine. You can also watch in this series in previous session. And today we will be connecting that virtual machine and see what will happen. Okay, so let's start with this exercise. First, we have to activate sandbox. It will take some few minutes to activate. You must be connected with internet. Please don't forget to connect internet because you are doing this exercise through cloud, Azure cloud. And here is important note which I already explained you. And uh, we need to verify with some puzzle as well, so that there is not a robot or any uh, automation script to be running and doing all these exercise. For human check, you need to do all of this. So, okay, uh, after okay, so time it started, and I have verified with puzzle. That's now I will check this all list of virtual machine. If I have already created, then that would be great. Otherwise, we have to create virtual machine. So it's connecting to our PowerShell, our CMD. Okay. Here you can see configuring cloud shell. Okay, requesting cloud shell. Let's see if we can connect. Connecting terminal. Okay, first of all, we will check either we have Azure VM list available or not. Okay, it's empty, right? Then you have to uh, mm, create first that one, and if you receive an empty, you need to complete first exercise in this module again, and you need to create that one. And for that, let me show you how to create uh, that one. Okay, there must be a command. Okay, here is command to create virtual machine. Just we need to copy and paste here. Here you can see virtual machine name is YVM. It's a standard public IP available. It will be creating this virtual machine from Ubuntu image this. This image already configured all those mandatory parameter to create VM by default. Security group, any other thing related to this virtual machine will be created as similar to Ubuntu 2000 2204, right? And it is also creating SSS keys, and it's a uh, path where you can find these keys created, because if you want to create secure communication, then you can utilize this public and private. You can share with your client to access to store that public key, and then can connect to this virtual machine, right? Okay, let me see if there is available. Okay, great. We have got this. And we also need to do some extension so that we can complete it, and it will be available for connection, right? Here you can see that we are executing some scripts to install some extension, like installing all mandatory things. Here you can see we are also configuring nginx rules, because we will be connecting this VM through our nginx server. Okay, if then later on you can see there must be index.html available, and nginx installed, everything should be available there. Otherwise you will not be able to connect to your virtual machine. It will take a few seconds to just execute these scripts. Okay, great. Okay, extension are also installed. All mandatory scripts are executed. Then we will be moving to our last exercise. Here you can execute access your web server. For that you need to run this command. Okay, first you want to query the IP address. What is IP address available uh, with my VM virtual machine, and please don't forget to also mention group access group. Okay, under this group all resources created will be follow all those rules applied to this resource group. Okay. If I copy and run this command, okay, now I want to connect this. Okay, what is the IP address of this virtual machine? Here we can see there must be public IP address. Okay. For that we also have command to just check this one. Here is IP address, and by using this IP address you can use this command to check. Okay. Now in with this command we are just connecting our virtual machine, because our virtual machine is with IP 13.93.203.143. Okay. Let's see. I have set 5 millisecond timeout. It will try to connect within 5 millisecond, otherwise it will time out. Okay, failed to connect to this virtual machine, port 80, because we are executing curl command, and for that we need to check either port 80 is available or not. And to do this, let me check with another command, which is okay. List the current network security group rules. Let's see what are rules applied to this virtual machine. Okay, group rule name is my VM network security group, which is actually it is default group assigned with this virtual machine. It is actually this group is copied from image, as I already showed you. Uh, Ubuntu image. Okay, so now let's run the following command to list the rules associated with a network security group named with this. Okay, I will just copy and paste. In this command is nothing to explain, it simple resource group and virtual machine. Okay, and here you can see that it is allowed. Okay, priority is 1000, and we need to see the port, which port is available. Allow stare, yeah, here you can see it's a 22. So we need to set 80 to access this one, right? Run this command to second time. This time use query argument to retrieve only the name, priority and affected ports. So this is with some filter command, because we need to see, okay, access is allowed and destination port is 22 and priority is 1000. If I just want to see all these parameters, then here I will run again this command. Here you can see in table. For that, definitely we need to set 8080, and for that here is another command create network security rule. If you can connect with the SSH with port 22, you already have created SSH public and private key. You can also use that one to connect through any client tool. Otherwise, for browser, from browser, if you want to access this virtual machine, then here you can see we have provided a resource group and network security group name, and in name HTTP we have allowed protocol TCP priority 100, destination port range is 80. After executing this command, you will be able to set. Here you can see allow and range is 80 and priority is 100. If you run again with table command, Okay, you are able to see also it is allowed to connect with 80. And now let's see. Uh, Here is note, after you update the network security group, it may take few moments before update rules pagination propagation. Retry next step with the pause between attempts until you get the desired results. It's saying that in case you are not getting desired results, you can wait for a moment to get the rules updated. Okay, and now I will again execute curl command, which I have already executed. Just I can go up and here you can connect. Ooh, great. Here you can see that we have connected to that virtual machine, and in previous session I have also see that web page with the explanation, welcome to Azure, my name is my VM. So guys, congratulations, you have also created some rules to connect with how to connect with virtual machine. Even though if you have deployed any war file, yeah, internet archive, enterprise archive, EAR, or web archive war, or any Java archive jar file, or any other even though HTML file, you can configure rules accordingly, and then you can set some rules and policy. You can allow some ports, you can create some security concern, and then you will be able to uh, uh, access your virtual resources available on cloud. Okay, this was just a basic learning curve to just know how we can just connect to command line, shell script, or any other user management. I will also try to create some session how we can all do all of this through dashboard, from management console. And for now it is okay. And uh, in next video we will be discussing Azure Virtual Private Network. Okay, so let's see what is Azure Private Network. Actually, VPN uses an encrypted tunnel within another network. VPNs are typically deployed to connect two or more trusted private networks to one another over an untrusted network, typically the public internet. Traffic is encrypted while traveling over the untrusted network to prevent eavesdropping or other attacks. VPNs can enable networks to safely and securely share sensitive information. Actually, private networks are just to keep your resources private, and private network can communicate with each other with the internally provided network by cloud. There is no any public internet, and your data becomes more secure. And to communicate with the virtual private network, you need kind of gateway and one IP publicly available with some implementation rules and regulation, so that we publicly you can be connect with the other networks or out of the world. Okay, so for today it is, I believe, it is a good session where you have some lab and practical example, and let's discuss tomorrow what is virtual private network in detail. Thank you. Bye.